A new tourist attraction in Berlin, called Cybrothel, integrates AI sex dolls with virtual reality technology. Visitors can interact with these AI-enabled sex robots, highlighting a controversial convergence of sex tech and synthetic characters in experiential entertainment. Meanwhile, in film and popular culture, scenes like the virtual reality sex encounter in Demolition Man, with characters John Spartan and Lenina Huxley, are being recalled as prescient portrayals of future non-physical intimacy mediated through immersive virtual environments. AI-generated avatars have demonstrated superior performance to human influencers in livestream e-commerce in China. During one event, avatars powered by Baidu's generative AI model, trained on 5 years of video content to replicate human hosts Luo Yonghao and Xiao Mu, sold $7.6 million worth of products in just 7 hours. This indicates a significant shift in digital marketing practices, with synthetic influencers capable of sustained, high-performing sales engagement. The gaming world continues to adopt AI avatars and virtual beings through developments like the interactive movie engine on Steam, though specific use cases for avatars were not detailed. Also mentioned is the use of avatars in blockchain-based gaming platforms, such as Pudgy Penguin's launch of Pengu Clash on the 10 blockchain, where avatars and virtual items become digital property, reinforcing avatars' roles as functional gaming assets in the metaverse economy. Legal recognition of avatars is advancing, as seen in South Korea's ruling in a libel case involving Plave, a virtual K-pop group. The court acknowledged avatars as extensions of digital persona and human identity in the metaverse era, effectively providing legal protection for avatar representations. This decision marks a significant milestone in digital rights law and the cultural acceptance of virtual beings as legitimate social actors. Digital Domain has launched an AI-powered video creation platform leveraging its decades-long expertise in virtual humans and VFX. The platform automates the generation of high-quality video content featuring AI-generated digital humans, supporting scalable content production across sectors. Similarly, DeepBrain AI's AI Studios 4.0 release includes over 2,000 generative avatars that can be used to produce cinematic-grade video content directly from text prompts, indicating advanced use of virtual beings in corporate and broadcast video production. Reports highlighted cases where individuals form emotional relationships with AI companions. One such story involves a man with a human partner and child proposing to his AI companion. Another comment urges that AI companions be restricted to users over 26 years old. These narratives spotlight evolving ethical concerns surrounding emotional dependency, social norms, and psychological implications of AI companions as virtual beings designed for emotional or intimate connection. In the EdTech sector, the EdTech Summit in London explored the limitations of AI avatars in language learning, where Pramava argued that role-play scenarios using AI models offer more personalized educational experiences than traditional avatars. This illustrates an ongoing evaluation of avatars' effectiveness as pedagogical tools and highlights shifts toward more dynamic AI character interaction in educational design. Invo Fertility expanded its telehealth capabilities at its Wisconsin Fertility Institute, with mentions of avatar use in telemedicine contexts. While details are sparse, this suggests ongoing integration of avatar-based interfaces or representations in remote healthcare delivery, aligning with broader trends in digital transformation of patient interaction models. DJ Dex signed a record deal as the UK's first digital human DJ, representing a significant development in the integration of virtual beings into the music industry. Similarly, the cinematic music video Before 7 AM features Nova Corona, a virtual human created by Vikia AI Studio, in a visually driven narrative blending emotion and motion. On Reddit, community discussions revolve around customizable avatars for games and card-based fantasy systems, such as the Awaken the Blood avatar token. These cases show how digital humans and avatars are becoming embedded in both mainstream and niche entertainment ecosystems. A Chinese entrepreneur reportedly earned $7.65 million through avatar-led live streaming, illustrating the commercial viability of virtual influencers in East Asian markets. Anoop, featured on YouTube, is positioning its digital humans as cross-industry solutions in marketing and communications, branding them as impactful in sectors ranging from finance to public services. The growing influence of such entities is echoed in the Mint report highlighting public reactions to the digital human effect, which elicited strong emotional responses and raised questions about the growing credibility and effectiveness of AI-driven influencers compared to humans. AI and digital characters are reshaping the gaming industry through both user-generated mods and professional development roles. A Reddit post details interest in non-player character, NPC, mods for games like Skyrim, where players expand in-game realism via enhanced AI-driven characters. In a separate job listing, Studio Elevation is hiring a senior AI programmer to develop AI systems for gameplay in virtual reality, highlighting the technical backbone required to build immersive experiences populated with intelligent virtual characters. Edward Sachi, founder of AI game studio Fable, stated that the future of NPCs lies in emergent behavior rather than scripted responses, reinforcing the trend toward autonomous, believable characters in interactive worlds. Several platforms and services support the creation and customization of virtual beings. Fiverr listings offer sculpting and rigging of meta-humans using tools like Unreal Engine and DAZ 3D, allowing creators to produce hyper-realistic avatars for various applications. Fab.com promotes digital fashion assets like meta-hair and teachwear for meta-human characters, enhancing their visual realism and adaptability. Unreal Engine forums feature discussions on importing armor assets to meta-human rigs, underscoring ongoing community efforts to expand the functional capabilities of digital humans in 3D environments. In the Education 4.0 framework, IAIDA uses an avatar to introduce content, illustrating the pedagogical integration of virtual beings to personalize and humanize digital learning experiences. Meanwhile, Chu Sheng's film My Father's Son employs a virtual reality boxing simulator to explore grief and familial relationships, showing how virtual embodiments can serve as emotional or symbolic stand-ins for real people in culturally resonant storytelling. A GUP academic study also examined how the visual appearance of virtual human models affects ergonomic posture assessments, signaling attention to aesthetic and perceptual factors in human avatar interactions. One major theme is the commercial deployment of virtual beings for livestream marketing in China. Luo Yonghao, a prominent figure in this field, has been using a digital human version of himself, developed with Baidu's generative AI model, to co-host livestreams that replicate his humor and style, trained over 5 years of video data. This AI avatar helped generate 225 million yuan in just 7 hours, outperforming his own previous live appearances. The livestream attracted over 13 million viewers and produced a GMV, gross merchandise value, of over 55 million yuan. Following this, over 10 celebrities and influencers began customizing their own digital replicas for similar use. Platforms like Baidu's e-commerce service and tools like a digital human collaboration platform, reported a 4-fold surge in inquiries. Douyin has since imposed restrictions on the use of digital humans who do not interact with viewers, reflecting a shift in platform policy toward more authentic virtual engagement. Netmarble in South Korea is leveraging generative AI to create highly realistic digital humans for the next phase of game and content production. Park Sung-bom, head of the company's AI vision team, highlighted that AI functions as the bridge between the physical and virtual realms. Their strategy focuses on emotionally responsive avatars and digital characters that redefine immersive game experiences and entertainment, signaling a strategic shift toward AI-integrated content creation in the gaming industry. In Japan, Gene Zeus, Nekusudo, listed under ticker 4179, has launched Discovery's Digital Human, an AI-driven digital human service. While the announcement did not detail specific applications, the positioning of the service underlines growing interest among Japanese firms in deploying virtual humans for enterprise and service interactions. In China, the Yunnan Medical Insurance Platform has integrated digital human technology along with large language models and AI voice systems into its public service portal. These virtual agents now assist users through intelligent customer support, guided navigation, and video-based help services, reflecting a significant use case in healthcare-related administrative services. The Chinese AI digital human market is rapidly expanding. According to IDC's 2024 report, the market reached a scale of 4.12 billion yuan with an 85.3% year-over-year growth. Baidu Intelligent Cloud emerged as the leading player in both infrastructure and deployment versatility. The report emphasized how digital humans now serve as vital connectors between virtual and physical domains, with a comprehensive upgrade of technical architectures under the influence of generative AI and large models. In a French-language report, the financial performance of AI avatars in China was highlighted, generating over $7 million. The writer expressed unease at the realism of digital humans, referring to the human numeric effect as unsettling. This points to an emergent discourse in the West on the psychological and cultural consequences of hyperreal virtual beings. Similarly, in Arabic commentary, the digital human is depicted as a new form of data conduit, part of a broader existential reflection on post-human identity and modernity, referencing Achille Mbembe's theorization of the digital subject as a site of perpetual mourning. Multiple reports across platforms such as NetEase and Sina highlight the growing use of digital humans as livestream hosts, virtual influencers, and brand representatives. These AI hosts are not only more cost-effective but also highly customizable in voice, appearance, and behavior, enabling deployment across diverse media formats. Case studies include the Beijing Television and Hangzhou-based Shoxin Technology joint creation of two chubby 3D childlike avatars that feature lip-syncing, realistic expressions, and emotional engagement in public exhibitions like the World Garden Expo. These avatars reflect the growing sophistication of virtual beings in real-time, public-facing roles. In a German-language article, there is an ethical concern raised about avatars continuing to represent deceased individuals. The article cites a study involving digital memorial avatars and warns of potential emotional consequences when digital likenesses of the deceased continue to live as avatars. This aligns with a broader ethical debate over digital resurrection and identity ownership in the age of synthetic characters. Multiple studies document the growing integration of virtual influencers, virtual idols, and avatars into digital marketing strategies. In particular, Carr, Jakubovic, and Naring highlight how virtual beings are increasingly leveraged by governments and brands, noting that companies like Gucci, Mercedes, and IKEA have employed virtual influencers on platforms such as Instagram, and that China has embraced them for advertising and digital communication. Wai Hongtao and Ziguo collected over 35,000 posts by virtual influencers to examine how their response behavior affects user engagement, identifying that interactive behavior promotes greater engagement. Yana and Dharmadikari underscore the rising adoption of virtual influencers in influencer marketing, while also pointing out their limitations in emotional authenticity and consumer trust. Chen, Trong, and Tripram investigate the persuasive power of virtual idols, a subset of virtual influencers, and their impact on purchase intention, finding that their physical appeal and virtual settings shape consumer responses. X. Yan et al. Also explore the commercial impact of AI anchors and virtual influencers on live streaming e-commerce, emphasizing how AI-driven personalities improve operational performance. Sultan analyses generative AI-powered product visualization, showing it enhances online conversion rates and customer satisfaction through better visual communication, while Park & Co. assess virtual fitting rooms using generative AI in fashion retail, noting the influence on consumer self-congruence and purchasing behavior. Lastly, Antonin examines authenticity crises in influencer marketing, showing how violations of expectations damage the customer journey. The rise of VTubers and metaverse concerts reveals a significant expansion of virtual beings in digital entertainment. Ziju et al. Present a technical overview of mobile VTuber live streaming, noting its high demands on battery life and processing power due to intensive avatar rendering and facial feature extraction. In a separate study, Chen, Li, Lado, and Zhu examine user experience design in metaverse concerts, aiming to identify the components that shape audience satisfaction in virtual environments. Meanwhile, Chen, Trong, and Tripram reaffirm that virtual idols are a driving force in entertainment marketing but require strategic presentation to compensate for their lack of physical world authenticity. The study by Zhang et al. Proposes a multimodal puppeteer system for robot teleoperation, integrating large language models, LLMs, R, and gesture-based control to create virtual counterparts for human users. This model enhances human-robot collaboration by making interactions more intuitive and responsive. Similarly, Rivera Arbelias develops a VR interface for operating a Franca Research 3 robotic arm, demonstrating how virtual environments improve control precision over physical systems. These innovations illustrate how virtual humans and avatars act as intermediaries in enterprise-grade robotic tasks. Virtual agents are being adopted in Q-commerce and customer service. S. Ben Saad discusses the use of anthropomorphic virtual agents to enhance customer experience in fast delivery services, emphasizing their role in building trust and fulfilling expectations for immediacy. These synthetic agents serve as frontline communicators, helping streamline digital commerce operations and personalize user interactions. Carr, Jakubovic, and Naring also describe the geopolitical implications of virtual beings, noting that governments and political actors use virtual influencers and AI bots to shape narratives in country promotion, digital propaganda, and information warfare. They emphasize that the messaging of these entities is entirely dependent on the biases and objectives of their programmers, raising ethical and regulatory concerns about manipulation in the digital information space. Ratan and Pandita build upon Novak and Fox's work to define avatars in media studies. Their framework seeks to standardize terminology around intelligent, user-controlled virtual characters, aiding in the replication and generalization of academic findings. This foundational effort helps clarify distinctions between avatars, virtual humans, and other synthetic digital beings across disciplines.